read to you, which is not in the book, which is about how one day he said, I want to read something to you. I said, okay, and it was a story about throwing bricks at big windows. And so I said, okay, I'll do a writing. So I wrote a story about screaming in church or screaming downtown or screaming at inappropriate places. So we're going to do a combination of writing, reading from Stan Went Fishing, which I hope you have a copy of, and if you love it, you should start giving it to people for presents, not because I'm going to make all this money because you buy Stan Went Fishing, because it lasts. It lasts longer than a bottle of wine or a loaf of bread, so it lasts for people, and that's the kind of feedback we're getting. The third thank you was to Doug McVaden, and I said at any point he could interrupt and speak. And Doug McVaden is the president of Dorrier Underwood, which is where we do a lot of writing in that company with executives. We've learned a way for leaders and organizations to get to know themselves is to see what they think rather than hear what you think. See it because you've written it. And I got that from Richard Russo, who I recommend this book, The Triggering Town. If you've not read this, you just read this book. And it's all about not worrying about being a good writer. You know, from the second grade on, we worry about being a good writer, and then everything we write has to be graded or be a proposal or be good. But creative writing, free writing, it doesn't have to be good. In fact, one of my teachers calls it shitty writing. Okay, well, now we're going to do shitty writing. So I've got the S word and an F word in a couple of pieces. I tried to edit it out, but I couldn't. So I'm going to start with something I wrote about this day. I don't know what to do at the Park Road bookstore reading. I don't know if very many people are coming, and I think they're coming on a staggering basis. Coming to a reading at all, and on a Saturday is a big commitment, and while running errands, they think they could stop by for 15 minutes, get a signed book, but what if I'm in the back of the store reading during that 15 minutes, and they come and leave without their signed book? I want to read, tell a backstory, read and tell a backstory, and read several stories, and then tell a backstory, and then have them write, do a little talk about writing, and they have 3-minute experience that will blow their mind. Paul thinks the writing might scare people or make them uncomfortable, so there's that. So a straight reading and signing, that's it. I could just plan that and save the writing for the groups that sign up for it and pay for a workshop. The event we did at our office, though, would really miss something without the writing. Jenny and Laura wanted to do an evaluation of the March 10th, meaning send out to people an evaluation form, like the ones I get from my orthopedic doctors. Are you hearing okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Thank
The
you.
ones I get from my orthopedic doctors. How clean was the waiting room? How long did I have to wait? Was the receptionist friendly? Then on to a few medical questions. I'm always, not sometimes, but always annoyed with this form, but they keep sending it till I fill it out, and if I don't do it, soon it piles up. Then I don't know which visit they're asking about. Sending the evaluation after our office book reading seemed like sending it out after a dinner party or a date. Was she friendly? Was she on time? Was the conversation interesting? Did he or she talk too much? Did she listen and ask questions? Did you come to life in her or his presence? How much laughing was there? Were you glad when it was over, or did you want it to go on and on? Will you go out again? Did you kiss? Why or why not? Will you be having sex? When, why, or why not? What about God? Was God present? Not as a conversation necessarily, but as a sense of gratitude and celebration at being with another human being, exploring being alive in a new relationship. Rate that on a 1 to 10. Here is a space to comment on that presence. You have reached the end of the questionnaire. Thank you for filling it out. Thank you for going on the date, not sitting at home, reading your book, cleaning your kitchen, working at your computer late, or watching something dumb on Netflix. You can read Thich Nhat Hanh and write your haiku later. And this is Thich Nhat Hanh. The 2 leaves of the pine wood gate fall shut. A shimmering arrow leaves the bow, splits up wood, splits the sky, and explodes the sun. The blossoms of the orange trees fall, and to the courtyard is covered, there, the flickering reflection of infinity. Then this is me again, and it's not really haiku, they're just short poems. The scales await my standing, to show my old body leaving and my young fit body returning. The long walk to the park through the soccer fields and then through the woods. There, people with their beloved dogs, who don't know their owners are black or white, Muslim or Christian, old or fat, rich or poor. They know they are their best friend. Squeals of laughter on the Panthers' football field, climbing and spinning, running and timing how many seconds it takes, high-fiving. Big men with little babies pushing swings, looking at their phones. Year after year, going to the park, never too old, one time a child, next time taking your baby, another time being pushed in your wheelchair, another time with your cane on the arm of your grown-up baby, happy to be out. So that's what I'm doing.